to sharpen it anyway. You know what I mean? If you get up, if you voice all the way up, you're not going to play that. It doesn't work. You always put the sharp 11. So that's not really an alteration. And sus, that's not really an alteration either because that's just, the 2 chord on top of the 5 chord root. So really the key note is the 13th. Is it natural or is it flat? Okay, so look, example 1. We had a natural 13th. It's diminished. But the next one, 13 is flat. In nomenclature it usually says sharp 5, but sometimes it says flat 13. It's the same thing. That's when you use the diminished whole tone sound, right? If you were to play a scale, that's not diminished. It's wrong. It's not so wrong that anyone's going to get mad. Like I said before, it doesn't matter, really, but it's good to know the difference. So if I hear a piano player coming from right in there on that triad, that A flat triad, which makes the sharp 9, sharp 5 sound. Does that make sense, guys and girls? Yes? No. Lost somebody there?
Is this just stuff you need to memorize, like the cycle? Like, just drill like that?
You have to sit down at the piano and play 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 7. Because look, if you have the bass player playing the root and the piano player is playing the root, sounds like a blues, sounds like bad blues, but it's a blues. All you need is a 3rd and 7th, and then you've got the chord quality. After that, it's up to us.
Yeah.
Right? So you should sit down and get familiar with these sounds. I also put the sharp 11, even though Charles McPherson says that's not an alteration. And I put the total tritone triad there. That equals flat 9, flat 5.
Hey Eric, why don't we do that for him? I'll just play 3rd and 7th
Okay?
on a blues.
Okay?
You do whatever you want.
Okay?
I won't do anything but play the root 3rd and 7th.
B flat, I guess. Or you could actually just comp a blues. You just play a blues the way you're going to, and I'll just throw this stuff in there anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to throw some triadic stuff. 2, 3, 4. Before that, we hadn't hooked up, but I heard him play that. I heard him play 2 dominant 7 with sharp 9, sharp 5, right?
Vanilla the whole time.
Yeah. Before that, I was throwing the stuff on top, but right there I heard him. I didn't know what I was going to play for that because I was just throwing triads in at random. And that's what I'm talking about. It didn't really matter. It just sounded kind of weird, but I heard it and I said, oh, okay, I'm going to get on that one. So that's the kind of thing you want to start getting yourself used to.
Like, did you like memorize like two major equals 1 or?
Well, I can't tell you how I practiced, what mnemonic, I can't get this word right, mnemonic device I used. Anything that works for you is good, but the point is it's just repetition, repetition, repetition until you're able to get these sounds in. Can you play tune-up for a second? It might even be easier if you take a tune like tune-up where you just got 2, 5, 1, and then 2, 5, E minor, A, B. E minor, G, C, C, F, E flat. I would say to myself, every time I get to the 5 chord, I'm going to play the 13, flat 9, triad voicing to make the resolution. Right. 1, 2, 3. every time. And then you start to get familiar, you just start to feel it. Now, I think we're almost out of time, but one other way you can do this, and this is the most organic and fun way to do it. Let's say you have 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 6. Very typical, like a tag at the end of a tune. Or, that kind of progression is occurring in 90% of the tunes we have out there. But you just pick a key. So I'll say, all right, I'm in concert E flat. So I'm going to go F minor, B flat, E flat, C. But instead of E flat, sometimes I might go to G minor instead, right? I might go 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5. But what I'll do is I'll start on the 9th or the 7th of any of these minor chords, in the progression. And then I just try to go up a half step from that note or down a half step and find an altered triad that I can get from that point. And it's the most organic way to work on it. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just play it inside first so you get the sound. Now we're good. That's years of practice, actually, but it's kind of conceptually not so hard.
The half step that you're taking, say, from, does that then become the third of that triad?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because if I went, that became the root of a tritone triad. I played G minor and 7 on the top. F sharp, I'm playing F sharp triad instead of C7, then I'm on the 7th of A minor.
But the F sharp is the third of the C, that's the substitution, right? Instead of the C.
No, the F sharp is the root, it would have been the sharp 11 of C.
Yeah, sharp 11, right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, for that matter, you start on the 11th of the minor. You can move from there too. Play that one more time, Mike. 2, great. So that's giving me another try. Then I am on the 3rd of that chord. Yeah, right. You're singing right into concert B major triad there. Yeah, that's a very organic way to practice, so it's slowly. Okay? And the rest of the handouts, that's stuff that we've basically gone over. That's just to refresh your memory and give you some such practice. All right, guys? Thanks.
Thank you.